Alright, let's look at 11, Standard 11 Substandard C. Identify John D. Rockefeller and the Standard Oil Company and the rise of trusts and monopolies. So our focus here is on John D. Rockefeller and on Standard Oil Trust, which was a trust or a monopoly. So our themes are the economy and political and social interactions. So let's jump right in. Okay, this is John D. Rockefeller, and he's going to own Standard Oil Trust, Standard Oil Company. John D. Rockefeller had a problem with competition, and so he had about 26 competitors that were involved in the refining of oil. You take petroleum out of the ground, you send it to this factory, and you refine it and make the petroleum, split it apart, make gasoline out of it, separate the oil from it and the tar from it, and you make different products with it. And so these refineries here are going to be making oil, and there's 26 competitors. John D. Rockefeller had a problem with competitors because he believed in his mind, he knew the laws of supply and demand, and he knew that with too many competitors that you saturate the market and you put too much surplus into the market by making too much oil. And so in doing that, John D. Rockefeller believed that his competitors reduced profits because they flooded the market with all this refined oil, and that when you do that, you create this huge supply of oil, and that the price of oil is going to drop and reduce. So under the law of supply and demand, supply and price are inversely proportional, and what that means is when supply goes up, the price goes down, and then the opposite of that, if the price goes up, supply goes down. If the supply goes down, the price will go up. So what his idea was to buy all of his competitors out, purchase all of his competitors out, create one big company, and then control the supply of oil in the market. And he's going to be very successful at that. As you see, the dividend shares in his business, Standard Oil Trust, are going to shoot out the roof and make him a filthy rich individual during this time period. So he does it. He actually goes out and he pays and buys out 22 of the 26 competitors he had. Took all his money and bought out 22 of his competitors. And in doing that, he controls the supply of oil. So if he keeps the supply low, it drives prices up. And so what's going to happen is he's going to control this market and control the price of oil. And by doing that, he also controls 95% of the oil production within the United States. So that makes him a monopolistic entrepreneur. He creates this monopoly or trust. And a trust is a combination of firms or corporations formed by a legal agreement. So he joins together with the remaining oil refineries and the railroads and other companies, and they form a trust, this huge combination of monopolies, and that's going to reduce competition against them. Alright, so he joins Andrew Carnegie in the creation of monopoly with his horizontal consolidation, buying out all of his competitors. And that's it. That's pretty much it. Identify John D. Rockefeller. We did that. And it says, and the Standard Oil Company. His company was called Standard Oil Company after he bought out all his competitors and formed this trust, or Standard Oil Trust. And then it says, and the rise of trust and monopoly. So I think we've met our objective. If you have any more questions, ask me in class. Rewatch this video. Good luck on the quiz, test, and the EOCT.